Hello students. In this video we are going to discuss about the Newton's third law of motion. Till now we have discussed Newton's first law of motion and Newton's second law of motion. Newton's first law of motion always defines the force, and the statement is body remain at the state of rest or in the state of motion until and unless any unbalanced force is applied on that body. So this Newton's first law of motion is related to the unbalanced force, and it always defines the force. Now in the Newton's second law of motion, the statement is the rate of change of momentum is always equal to unbalanced force, and from that expression we can find F equal to ma. So F equal to ma, here m is the mass, a is the acceleration, and with the help of this expression we can find the force. That's why Newton's second law of motion always measures the force. Now come to the third law of motion. Third law of motion is to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So whenever you are giving an action means a force on one body, then with respect to that body, the same reaction is going to exert on the another body. So for the Newton's third law of motion, we always require the two bodies. Newton's third law of motion never valid for single body. To apply the Newton's third law of motion, we require two bodies. One for action, another for reaction. So action is always equal to reaction, but in the opposite direction. See here, to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. This is the statement of Newton's third law of motion. Now what is action? Action is the initial force. Initial force applied by the first body on the second body. And the reaction is the force applied by the second body with respect to the first body. For example, if this is the ground, while walking we always push our feet in the backward direction. If you remember, we always push our feet in the backward direction. It means we are applying the what? We are applying the action, applied force on the ground with the help of feet. That is your action force. Now with respect to this action, so action is in the backward direction. Now whenever we are applying the force of action in the backward direction, the equal and opposite reaction exerted by the ground on the feet of the person is in the forward direction. So see here, how many bodies? One is your person and another is your ground. So whenever we apply the force in the backward direction, our body is moving in the forward direction. Because of the Newton's third law of motion, to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. And we are very comfortable to walk only if action and reaction are equal but in opposite direction. If somehow this action and reactions are not equal, moreover they can be less or more, on that time also we are not comfortable to walk. So Newton's third law of motion cannot applied on a single body. It bodies in a system. Here in a system we have two bodies. One is the feet of the person and another body is your ground. Now come to the interaction. Interaction means it is also a force. So interaction can be possible by direct contact or without direct contact. Direct contact, for example, two carom coins collide with each other. So whenever you play carom, so the coins, one coin is interact with the another coin, means they have the direct contact. Now indirect contact or without contact. Without contact, direct contact is magnet pulls a piece of iron without contact it. If you have magnet, so it always pulls the magnetic substances like iron towards it, so without contact. So these are the two examples of the interaction. So interaction can be with the direct contact or it can be possible without direct contact. Now, this is very important. Magnitude of the action should be equal to the reaction. But they are in the opposite direction. That's why we are writing like this. Action is equal to minus of reaction. This negative signs represent that both the action and reactions are in the opposite direction. But they are equal. Now, one more important thing is here that action and reactions are same, but the acceleration produced by these two bodies may not be same. Acceleration produced by these two bodies are not same. So I have written here not same. So very nice example is here. A bullet leaves the gun with a very large acceleration. Is it? Suppose this is the bullet, this is the gun. So bullet leaves the gun with a very large acceleration. Why? Because bullet mass is less. If the mass is less, acceleration is more. So bullet always leaves the gun with a larger acceleration. And with respect to this, gun jerks back with a small acceleration. So whenever the bullet leaves the gun is always jerked in the backward direction. Why in the backward direction? Because action is this one. Action goes and the reaction comes in the opposite direction. But here the acceleration is more. That's why the distance traveled by the bullet is more than the distance covered by the what? By the gun. Because gun is a larger mass. It has a more mass, so its acceleration is less. So always remember this relation that if the mass is small, acceleration is large. And if the mass is large, acceleration is small. So action and the reaction is in the opposite direction. Now with the help of Newton's third law of motion, now we are able to give the answers of some questions. And these questions are considered as examples of Newton's third law of motion. Let's see the first example. Why does a rubber ball rebound on hitting a hard surface? Let's draw the figure. Suppose this one is your ground, hard surface. Ground, hard surface. And the ball is hit here. So while it touches, so this one is your action. Okay? Action means initial force applied by the first body. So this is the first body. The ball is considered as a first body. So initial force applied by the ball on the ground. Where? On the ground. So this is the applied force. Like this ball. Now Reaction, the force applied by the ground with respect to the first body. So this way, the first it hit the ground, then it rebounds. So this one will be the reaction. So action, whenever the ball, rubber ball hitting to the ground. Okay, it is hitting to the ground, it is the action. Action means the ball is applying the force on the ground. With respect to this, again, ground is applied the force on the ball. That's why it's rebound. It rebound on hitting surface. And these two action and reactions are same but in opposite direction. Now next one, why it is difficult to walk on sandy or marshy soil? If the surface is marshy or sandy soil, this is your sandy soil. Sandy soil. Now whenever any person walk, same this one, the person applying the action in this direction, backward direction on the sandy soil. So with respect to this, sandy soil is again applied the some force on the feet of the person. But that force is not same. It means here action is not equal to the reaction. It can be less or it can be more. That's why it is difficult to walk on sandy soil or marshy soil. So to walk comfortable, what we need? The action and reaction both should be equal and opposite. Now number 3, why does the swimmer moves his hands backward while swimming in water? This is again with the Newton's third law of motion. If the swimmer moves his hand backward, backward means he is applying the action on the water, and with respect to this action, the water gives the reaction on the swimmer so that swimmer can move in the forward direction. Now number 4, why can person run faster on land as compared to the swimming water? So again, same Newton's third law of motion here. Now person can run faster on land because on land action and reaction both are equal and in opposite direction. But in swimming water, action and reactions are in the opposite direction but they are not equal. Since they are not equal, that's why it is difficult or it's slow. The movement will be slow in swimming water. Now the last one, why do the birds flap their wings downward while taking a flight? Flap downward. Flap downward means birds are applying the action. Okay? Action on the wind. Action on the wind in the downward direction. And with respect to this action, the wind what? The wind gives the reaction on the bird to move in the upward direction. So all the examples of the Newton's third law of motion we have to explain in this way also. In this way. Like action should be equal to the reaction but in the opposite direction. If the action and reaction are not equal, then it is always difficult. Okay, it can be difficult to walk or difficult to run faster like this. I hope all of you have cleared about this Newton's third law of motion. So here I explained only the selected 5 examples. In your book some more examples are given. So your work is read from page number 71 to 73. Then from page number 79, very short answer type question, do the question number 1. Then short answer type question type 1, do question number 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 and 7 in your physics copy. If you have any doubt regarding today's topic, send me your doubt in WhatsApp group, or you can send me in my personal number, or you can give me a call. Thank you.